We've taken every asset that our country has, bundled it up together, and handed it over to the Westminster politicians, saying, here, do what you want with it. Maybe give us some of it back, but do what you want. And by the living God, they're doing what they want with it. The worst thing that can happen to any wealthy country is for there to be an enormous difference between the very rich and the very poor. In Scotland, we have plenty of the very poor. A quarter of our families with children are living below the poverty level. This depression is creeping up on us and squeezing ordinary people harder and harder. The people who go to food banks and soup kitchens are often people with jobs who are finding the cost of living too much for them to afford even the ordinary decencies on a Christmas table, and they've got to go for help. Nobody among our rulers in Westminster lives below the poverty level. They are all making themselves rich at our cost. Scotland has always been a radical country. We have always been the people who crossed the road to help somebody else who is in need. That has been our tradition right down through the ages. This is an unusual time that we're going through. It was brought on by the Industrial Revolution, but never let it be forgotten that the Labour Party was founded by Keir Hardie here in Scotland in an attempt to make things better for the ordinary person. Now, there have been some good people at Westminster. I think of Tom Johnson, who gave us the hydroelectric scheme, Secretary of State for Scotland, but never drew his salary as Secretary of State because he said it was an honour to serve his country. Then there was the Welshman, Honoran Bevan, who gave us the health service. And then when they put a charge on the prescriptions, which was no part of his plan in the health service, he immediately resigned and gave up all the wealth of being a cabinet minister. We have a tradition in Scotland with the Labour Party, and for that matter with the Tories, who were always a sort of avuncular party in Scotland. But these days have gone. How many Labour governments have we had since 1945, and still a quarter of our children look wistfully for what they will never own? Lay something in front of a thief and turn your back, and it's gone in an instant. Scotland has fallen among thieves, and our rulers pass by on the other side without a glance at us.